Hey guys, welcome back to this junk journal start to finish series. This is going to be part 2, and in this video I'm going to share how I connect pages together and how I secure the middle of the pages. And this step is actually important because it does add to the grungy look to the journal. So I'm just gonna take what we've been doing so far, and I just want to say when I turned the camera off for the first part, I did go back to see if everything was how I wanted it to be, and I did some changes regarding the pages I put inside the journal. So I actually put them in the order that I would like them to be. This is going to be the first page, and then this will be the second page that will be connecting with this one on the back. So this is handmade paper, as you remember. Just let me see if I'm on frame. Sorry about the mess. I didn't clean up before starting the video. So yeah, there's this see-through with squares paper, then craft paper. This is from like a calendar book. And then ledger, we have this beautiful scrapbooking paper. And then you recognize some of the things I picked up in the previous videos. I did go ahead and add some other things. So this is like a junk mail of some sort, and I just added this page here. We'll be opening this side to create a pocket. Then I also changed the lace piece because I felt it was too heavy. I wanted something a little more see-through and a little more light in the design, so I picked this one. Sigita's rusty and coffee dyed paper. We have this book page. I also added this little label here. This is the last one that I have, and I did add this one to the journal, the original journal, and I did like this little touch here. Then I added this, which is kind of a heavy paper, but it was initially a vintage invitation for a wedding. So there's that. And then yeah, we have the braille paper, I think it's called. This is the piece of handmade paper that will be connecting to this odd shaped one. And then the scrapbooking paper will be covering that side. And then yeah, I think I add this piece that you didn't see, which is packaging paper. It's a very old one. And then this is going to be the middle page, and it's important to remember that the middle page has to be sturdy enough because the thread will be holding on to this piece as well. So that's the choice of the paper. Now for today, we'll be, as I mentioned, we'll be connecting those handmade papers together, and we'll also be securing the middle of some of the pages as well, which I feel are a little more fragile to hold the signature, and also to add some interest to the pages layouts. So let's put the piece of cover on the side, and so to do that I will use different sort of tapes. You could use packaging tape. This one is my favorite to use. We have some masking tape as well. This is when you want to go for like a see-through, not see-through, but more of not a statement look. And then we have this like brown packaging paper as well. And so these are my go-to, but I will also add, to connect these pieces, I will stitch them to some very light cotton fabric strips. And I do have a little bin here with some these are little scraps of fabrics, and I will be using some strips. This is part of a shirt, and I'm just going to use one piece because it's the perfect size. So I'm going to pull this one out of the bin. I know there are several pieces that will be connected with fabrics, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick another one And it doesn't have to be cotton, it could be lace, it just have to be a little sturdy, obviously, because it will be sewn into the signature. This one is kind of interesting, maybe we could use that. And there's this one as well. This one I feel is so, like, this piece I bought from an Etsy shop which does eco-printed and eco-dyeing. So I feel it's a bit precious to put in the middle. I don't know, we'll see. I can put that aside. It's always good to have a little bin like this one, filled with scraps, so you don't have to go through big pieces of fabric, you know. You could also use, you know, instead of doing a long strip like so, you could use 2 pieces and yeah, sew them here and on the other side. These pieces could be nice. This is actually a piece that I got from Sylviane at Bleu d'Orage. This is a very old fabric, like French textile. This is also very precious, but we want also precious things in our journals. We'll just go ahead and try to see if we can make something with these 4. And then, yeah, it's a bit of a mess here. It's difficult to, yeah. So, first thing, I would like to protect this page. This is going to be the first page of the signature. So I don't want it to feel to be sturdy, and I don't want something brown in the middle of the green and the gray, bluish. So I'm just gonna use this tape. It's not really see-through, but it's more of a like faded look. I don't know. But yeah, let's just put this one. And as you can see, I am not cutting the things very straight, and I am not really caring about the piece of tape being right in the middle of both, you know, pieces. I'll go ahead and just, that is not the look we're going for. Then we have this piece here, and this one has to be connected with that one on the back. So this I'm going to use 1 strip of fabric, and I think now I have to see if that would look good to see this like part of this piece sticking out. And I think it's really pretty. Well, I do like it because there's some blue. So I'm gonna go like run a stitch through this piece first, and I'm gonna do a zigzag stitch and the thread I'm using is a brown thread on both sides. I don't want white thread for this journal. I want it to feel a little grungy, and you could put a little bit of glue here if you feel that it's going to move, but I'm just going to do it like so. So I'm just going coming back in a minute. And actually I forgot to mention that because you will be turning the page, so this side won't be as pretty. You could stitch another piece here to make it look prettier, and but it has to be thin, you know. So sometimes I forget to do that, and then I don't know, there's like, it looks a bit odd. It looks fine, but I want something, another layer. So I'm just gonna cut a second piece, and I will be sandwiched these 2 pieces. Yeah, that's better. Just to show you the first piece, it is sandwiched in between, and I think I put it too far. Or maybe it doesn't really matter. I just need a little bit of a gap to sew my signature. So I'm just gonna, I hope it makes sense. When I say a gap, I need this gap here to be able to sew through, you know, and not through the paper. So yeah, for this one I need to put a little bit of glue because it needs to be a little more precise. So here is the result, and you can see I can fold it. There's a little bit of a gap in between, and the fabric is doing something a little weird because it's a bit stiffer on the top. So, well, let's see if I put it inside. And I do like that it's not straight. I think it adds to the messiness. Yeah, it does something a little odd here, so I might actually cut this off. Yeah. This one is a bit lighter. No, it doesn't work either, so I'm just gonna cut that too. Yeah, that's better. I'm not cutting any threads hanging. I like the look of that. So and remember, if there's something you don't really like, for example, if I didn't want this paper, if I feel it didn't go well after what I've done, you can always replace that. I mean, it's not finished until it's finished, you know? It's like you can do whatever you want, make the changes whenever you want. Yeah, that's better. And it might not look very pretty right now, but this is just the beginning. We are far from the end, so yeah, just keep that in mind if you think it looks a little odd right now. But okay, let's see. Next, I want to add something here because I know this paper is fragile, and so you could also use washi tape. I don't remember if I mentioned that, but I'm not going to do that in this journal. This is really close to that one, so I might go with this one. So that's for the pages here. This one, I don't feel it needs reinforcement right now. This one will need something. You can use on both sides, on one side. Do I want to put the tape here or inside or both? If I put it here, we'll cover a bit, but let's just put this one. I think it's gonna look nice anyway. Yeah, I like that, so that's fine. This will have to do something about that. And I'm not sure I'm liking this envelope, actually. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to remove this one. Found this one, which is also junk mail. I kind of like this font here. I think it's pretty. And there's some stuff going on the back. So I'm just going to fold it and put it right here. And I want this to be like, I want the whole thing to show on one page. So I folded it like so. This paper will need something, and I'm going to add this one again. And this time I want more folds, so I'm gonna, yeah, just like so. That's the look that I wanted to go for. This will need something. We'll add this one this time. This one is different. You could even, if you want something a little more grungy, just add some pieces. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, adds just a little something. I know it's not much, but it gives it takes away this straight edge, which I don't want in this journal. Here. This one will need something, and again, using the tape here, and kind of folding it like so. This also needs something. This is the second piece of handmade paper that we have to put together, and I think I want this piece here. So I'm just going to cut it to size approximately. Yep, let's put that aside. I won't need the whole thing, but let's see. Oh yeah, and it needs to be another part, like another on the other side. I could change it, but that I want the same because, well, actually, that could be a bit, if it's see-through. Yeah, I still do want the same, so again, cutting it. So, let me know if the lighting is okay. You know, the days are getting darker, so maybe it looks a little bit gloomy. I don't have the lights on yet, but yeah, let me know. Yeah, let's just sew that in place. For this one, I did a straight stitch because I didn't want to, you know, the zigzag stitch to be like in competition with the round like design of the lace. And then this piece too. Just going to trim here and there. Again, a straight stitch. This is how it looks like. So you will turn the page here, and then on the other side this would look like so. Next we have this pattern paper. I will also be covering that today. And then we have this piece here, and I'm going to add some of this packing tape. Also kind of, oh, it's a bit odd, but that's fine. And just let's go ahead and just cover this piece here. It bothers me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. It's a mess. Okay. Oh, there's Leon coming back. Qu'est-ce que tu veux, toi? Let's try to work while he's here. And I thought about putting some music sheet because there's none inside the book. I do have a lot laying around my craft room. Here's one on the ground, as always. And I like that it's a bit darker than this one. So I'll just go ahead and use this like a page like so. You could cover the whole thing and then cut straight, or you could fold the pieces and glue them onto the other page. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Let's just put some glue right now. And I'm using this, and yeah, it works fine. So I want the design to be, well, actually I could crook it a little bit, the page. Yeah, let's do that like so. Now, if I fold a little bit onto this page, that could be interesting. There'll be a piece here that is showing. And I don't want to take away too much of this beautiful pattern, so I'm just going to do that on the top and then trim the other edges. Like so. If you think it's a bit, you know, there's too much going on, we'll be adding some pockets and some writing spots maybe. So let's fold that. Like so. And so we have our page here. And this adds some interest on the page, so that's cool. Then we have these two pieces that we need to put together as well. And let's just use this piece here, this gorgeous paper, textile. And yeah, let's not be afraid to use our pretty stuff. I'm gonna keep that piece. Maybe on the other side I will be putting I don't know, a safety pin or something. But oh, and I need to sandwich that. I forgot. I always forget that. So this is the finished look. Yeah. And then we have this piece of coffee dyed paper. Yeah, let's just add some packing tape. And let's just add a little bit of piece, like a little piece here. Then we have this piece, which is from a calendar book. And this piece is quite fragile, so I will also need to put something. Yeah, this one. And then this will have to have something. This is a bit grungy. Yeah, I think we've got the whole thing kind of put together. Let me see how it looks. It's already a little more chunky, which I really love the feeling of. And this, you can see it's sticking out too much when you close it. At least it's sticking out too much for my taste. So I'm just going to trim that a little using a ruler. Yeah, like so. These pieces, keep them for a future project. We'll be making collages together, I think. And yeah, let's see how it looks like already in this little journal. There are some things sticking out, but I do want a little bit of, yeah, this is max, like the wider I want this journal to be, I think. And this is already looking pretty cool. I will be back with part 3, and I'm not sure what it is going to be yet. I'm thinking about pockets, or maybe stuff hanging out of the journal. I don't know. I have to think about it. I do have, in the meantime, while I'm waiting to make the videos, you know, while I'm waiting for a good time to make videos, I'm also doing a larger version, and that kind of helps me to see how I progress, how I you know, put things together, like the kind of it helps me to have a guideline, you know. So yeah, I can't wait to show you. It's not done at all, but yeah, it has helped me to understand how I, the process, the different steps and stages. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is part 2, and I hope you will be coming back for part 3. And thank you so much for your comments, your like. Hi to the new subscribers as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye guys, see you next time.